any type of business really, this can be adjusted to. It's just that I specialize in healthcare, and that's where I feel that majority of where I feel is needed, because we're a bit behind with healthcare due to GDPR and HIPAA compliance, for example. I just feel that this needs to be get on with now, because I feel as the business owners, we have a lot of stress, and care providers, you have a lot of stress. So I'm here to try and take that stress away from you by having these systems in place. So our 34 agents, we have them in groups, okay? So we've got rota, shift, fill, ops. So we've got different operations, and I'll call them ops, healthcare ops. Manager approval is required, of course, within your organization. Recruiting, staffing, CV ready, for example. Consent captures, where there's signatures that are being done whilst they're with the client, for example. NMC validation, nurse, registered nurse, for example, validation. Duplicate finder, so there's no duplicate, whether it's interviewing or whether it's booking shifts, for example. We also have our compliance and training operations, for example, compliance pack builder, maps for CQC, quality statements, training, induction, orchestra, for example, credentials, expiry dates as well. We've got our finance section and admin section, which is timesheets, overlap, detector, rate card, auditor, and also the checker, for example. We've got late, whether someone's arrived late or whether they've arrived on time or whether they've done overtime, that it's been approved, for example. We've got our KPI reporter. We've also got our stack, which is the human approval, for example, full audit logs. So how do we train and test and implement? Every Monday we run an evaluation set, which is 30 examples per agent, for example. So we measure the precision, the recall, and also keep the log with any rollbacks. So we look at any high risk actions, bookings, rate overrides, finance rights, for example, always going through the human approval, for example, just to make sure that the AI agent is doing what we want them to do, for example. So we evaluate, like I said, low temp deterministic steps, approvals, audits, and rollbacks. So you'll see here the short demo. I'm not going to show you everything